Happy Sunday. We've been super lazy and I'm now forcing Woods to go on a bike ride with me. Am I forcing you?
No, I love this kind of
No, we love it. Sunday bike rides. Today we're picking Notting Hill. Just because. Oh, and they're having a lot of fun in that car.
And they're great at singing.
Yeah. I want to pass them. Hyde Park, and every Sunday that's the location where, since the Middle Ages, that was the only location in England where you could exercise freedom of speech without being afraid of the prosecution. You can talk all the shit you want about the king and nobody would do anything, and the tradition continues, as you can see right now.
Then, well, you won't even find salvation because you believe in sin and grace. You can't be a sinner and have grace. It's a contradiction. It's all the same. It's all ritualistic nonsense.
He's salty, right?
No sin. Okay.
Oh, look at how beautiful they are. Look at that one. And somehow I still like Regent's Park a little better. Is that weird?
You're just biased. Because you live there.
Tell me what's the difference between you and me? We're one and the same, the way we're meant to be. I feel your smile against mine. Oh, you're making me so high I could cry. I can't even lie. You know you can't hide from feeling so damn right. I'll make you feel so right.
But I love you, baby. It's quite alright.
I love you, baby.
Me too, trust me when I say. Wouter and I are probably one of the most dysfunctional couples out there. I think we are. We were just discussing the fact that recently I lost my running shoes and our place isn't big. There's nowhere to be lost. I've looked through everything. My running shoes are gone. Like they never existed. And then he lost his credit card in London. I think it's in London, no? Yeah.
It could be really anywhere.
In your
We think
flat.
it's in London. And then what else did we? Oh, and he can't find his suits. How many suits was it?
3.
3 suits. Between Spain, Belgium, and London, those suits are nowhere to be found. I wonder if there's like some secret place in between all the 3 locations, like a black hole, where all of those items are. It's bizarre. Also, kind of big news, kind of like a little bit. We're engaged. Woohoo! We're engaged. Holy wowzers! And in this romantic process of mutually deciding to hang out for life, there are 3 things that I certainly didn't expect to happen. Number 1 is the fact that as soon as you announce that, you decided to get married and you're super excited, whether people want it or not, the first thing they do on a psychological level, I guess it's because we're so brainwashed by it, they tend to look at your ring finger right away. As soon as you say that you get engaged or you decide to get married, right away they look at your ring finger, which is missing something. We did order it, however, it's not an engagement ring, it's just a wedding band, because I just don't believe in the distinction between the engagement ring and a wedding band. And even in one of the stores when we were looking for a wedding band, the sales associate was like, so how's your engagement ring doing? And I was like, I don't want an engagement ring, I just want a wedding band. And he looked at me so judgmentally, like, what is wrong with you? You don't want an engagement ring?
Let's be honest, he looked at me judgmentally.
Yeah, he looked at him judgmentally too. It was the most bizarre experience. In another store, once again, she was like, what, like, you don't want an engagement ring? And then that sales associate went to Woods like, oh, you're a really lucky guy that she doesn't want an engagement ring. Like, what the hell, people? Number 2, good one. Let me park this. If it's not on social media, it's not official. And something that I've read at a museum that's called Museum, located in Washington, D.C., and it stuck with me. I believe it said 60% of Americans won't believe a fact unless they see it in the media. So many of my friends knew that I was getting married, and you know, I was excited talking about it and sharing it. But once again, it was like this, where is that? And it's not official until I posted a photo on Instagram and on Facebook, and people immediately started officially congratulating us, which I thought was hilarious for the people that knew it beforehand, before that photo. To them, it was like the official announcement of them getting married. So I think that's a little bizarre in today's day and age, that you have to see it on social media to believe that it's happening. And number 3 is the fact that it's the most non-romantic experience to try and get married officially. The amount of bureaucracy that exists in Europe for 2 people to get married is bizarre. Well, at least in our case, for 2 people of different nationalities, one of which is not European. Those are the 3 things that I absolutely think are bizarre when you're committing to spending a lifetime together.
I'll make you feel so right. That you want me, that you want me.
It's safe to say we're ready for some pasta al funghi. There's plenty of mushrooms and cheese and this guy. This time I bought 1, but I usually buy like 6, 7, and I can destroy them in one day or in one night. Gin and tonic is our tradition here. Every time Woods comes back from work, from a project, he arrives every time. It's the same size of the Hendrick's gin bottle, but every time it becomes all of a sudden cheaper at whatever airport he's flying in from. So how much was it this time?
11 euros. And
11 euros?
In London it's like 28 pounds a bottle, so
that's crazy.
1/3 the price.
Let me see the bottle. The bottle's big. I mean,
it's a liter.
Like 11 euros for this thing. Look at that. Ta-da! Love gin and tonic. And I also love my random towels in there. We were also discussing our potential wedding song today. And my dream has always been that Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra would be our song. I mean, my song, and not necessarily our song.
Yeah, but if this is your dream...
No, well, I don't care. And we were discussing, I'm like, do you like Fly Me to the Moon? He's like, yeah, you played it the first weekend I was in London. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I'm like, what song would you pick? And this is a close call. One Love, Bob Marley. Just, that's very us. So I'm now torn between Bob Marley and Frank Sinatra. This looks like enough mushrooms, no?
Yeah, but they're gonna shrink, right? And then
Yeah,
we
but I
need
still
the
think
juice.
that's quite a lot.
I'll make you feel so right. That you want me, that you want me, that you want me, bye, see you soon.
Oh my god. Stop it. And as a cherry on top, with some pasta, gin and tonic, there goes some Narcos. Season 2.
Aquí al lado hay un juez argentino que es muy exigente. Muy exigente.
¿Por qué no vienes y te metes aquí conmigo?
tiro ahí, saco todo el agua de la piscina.